to another Fix It with Oma. Sorry about my voice. I think I'm losing my voice. So welcome everyone. So our topic for today is before you sell your digital product. So there are some things that you must have ready before you embark on the journey to selling digital products. These are things that I wish I had already known before I started selling digital products. So welcome everyone, and for those that are just joining us for the first time, this is Fix It with Oma. I go live by 3 p.m. West African time every Wednesday. So feel free to join us 3 p.m. every Wednesday. We just pick a topic and then we talk about it. So today is digital products that we're going to be focusing on. Digital products are powerful. They are powerful if you know how to use them. But if you don't, you will just find yourself creating stuffs that nobody cares about. And you don't want that. You want to make sure that your digital products are um, passing across the right message, and that you're putting out digital products that people are going to be interested in. Okay, so I'm going to share a story of something that happened to me. So when I was still very new in the digital product space, fortunately the first product that I had launched went well, but you can't hear me. That is strange. You can't hear me. Um, I don't know. Everything looks fine from my end. Though. Everything looks fine from my end, and I'm wearing my mic. Can you hear me now? I don't know. I saw a comment that said they can't hear me. So, can you hear me now? Okay. So, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? You still can't hear me. I don't know. Okay, let me try taking off the mic if the mic is the problem. Can you hear me now? All right, so I'm just going to go ahead. I've already taken off my mic, so if there's anything, then I really don't know again. So, as I was saying, I'm going to share a story about digital products and my journey with them. My first launch with a digital product was flawless. It went well. People signed up. I made money. I was happy. They were happy too. But the next product that I wanted to launch after that was supposed to be an ebook. Now, the first mistake I made was I did not first validate whether people are interested in this ebook or not. So I just more like thought, I think people are going to want this thing because it's a need I think people have. And so I spent weeks writing, creating, perfecting this ebook without taking the first important step, which was validating the idea. So I did not validate the idea. I just felt this is something that people are going to be interested in. That was just my own thoughts. So after I finished suffering to create this ebook and all that, I launched it out. Guess what? After 1 month of tedious marketing, I had written emails, I had put out content on our social media, marketing this ebook. After doing all these things for how long? It turned out that I was now left with um, I was just left with, was it 4 sales or 3 sales? And this ebook is low priced. I was selling it for 2K, just 2,000. And I felt like, oh, because it's low priced, and then like, and it's going to be hot, people are going to rush it for where. The only thing that was rushing me that period was vex. I was just angry. I was upset because I spent weeks on this ebook. I spent weeks on this ebook. So I have no idea what I'm now supposed to do to make this thing work. So the the problem or the mistake that I had made in this thing was the issue that I had spent weeks perfecting this ebook, but I had not validated the idea. Now, the first lesson that I'm going to give you is not all products sell easily. Not all products sell easily. I even noticed this with clients. I noticed this with clients that there were clients that were going to run a campaign for. Client one, her campaign is hot, is moving, is as a, everything is. Client two, on the other hand, it's not going so well. And most times it is the product. Yes, it's true that there is no product that does not have customer, but there are products that their market size is big. So I would always recommend that you go for this group of people, especially when you're still starting up. Maybe till you are ready to start doing premium and all that, then you now focus more on a particular niche or that. But at the beginning, it's just best for you to make sure that you are using something that is your best idea. Validate demand before building. Don't be like me. Don't assume that thing you're writing, that digital product that you're about to put out, is going to be hot. In your head, that's what you're thinking, that is going to be hot. Did you ask the people that you're going to sell it to whether it's hot for them? So you can validate with polls, you can validate with pre-orders, you can validate with wait lists. Okay, look for problems that people are already paying to solve. Look for problems that people are already tired of, because the best people to sell your solutions to are not the people that have not faced the problem. They are the people that have faced the problem and are tired of facing the problem. Even those that sell premium digital products, the people that they target are people that are tired. Like, you have been through it, you have tried this, you have tried that, you are now at your wits end, because those are the people that are willing to pay to just get a permanent solution to their problem. So look for problems that people are already paying to solve, and then find a way to solve that problem with your digital products. Remember the ebook example that I was talking about, where I said I just assumed that the ebook is going to be hot. In my head, I just felt it's going to be hot, it's going to be sweet. But nobody bought, because I didn't test the idea. I also asked them, if I had done a wait list for that ebook to say, are you having so issue, then there's an ebook that I'm trying to launch, right? And this is going to be the price, but if you join the wait list, you're going to get it at this price. If I did that, and I did the wait list and saw a wait list of 10 people, that would have helped me understand that this idea is not it. You just abort mission at that point in time. At least better you abort mission of the wait list than you wait till you've already suffered and launch the product before you now find out that it was just an error. So always validate demand. You can use polls, you can use pre-orders, you can use wait list. These are just examples, but the idea is to ask these people that you're going to sell this product to, ask their point of view of the product. All right, then we now also have that an audience is not optional. An audience is not optional, right? Without attention, your product is going to be collecting dust. So don't think that, oh, making my product wonderful is my priority. No. Making sure that the audience is interested in the product should be your priority. You could create a 10-page ebook that answers your audience's questions and they'll be happy to pay for it. You could also create a 100-page ebook that does not do anything for them and you will be stuck with the 100-page ebook. It is more about your audience than your product. Build your audience too. You can use your content, you can use email lists, you can use communities. You can also borrow from other people's audience by collaborating. But you must need audience. You can do guest features too. Then you can also use ads. That's also a way of borrowing audience that you don't currently have. But you need audience. You need people to come and be interested in this thing that you're selling. Then start nurturing early. Start nurturing on time. It's not as at the time that you want to sell the product, the launch day. That's when you start talking about it. No. That was another mistake I made. I didn't nurture with that ebook. So I just woke up and I said, oh, our ebook is going to be launching next week, right? And then I started marketing the ebook. After already making the mistake of not validating my idea. So you start nurturing early, even before the product is ready. Those weeks, or I'll be over a month, I spent creating ebook that never ever succeeded. I should have used it instead. All right. Sorry for the break in transmission, guys. So I was saying, a small but engaged audience can outsell a big disengaged audience. So you need to make sure that your audience is engaged. Okay? Who here already has an email list? If you already have an email list, just drop email list in the comments, because that is one of the ways that you can start nurturing people. Okay? Your pretty designs does not equal sales. That's the third lesson I learned. I've shared 2 lessons now. The first one is not all products sell easily. The second one is an audience isn't optional. You must have your audience ready. And the third one is that pretty design does not equal sale. All those your beautiful graphics, the templates that you have on Canva, all those pretty designs, they are not going to help you close sales. Your messaging is what is going to help you close sales. People don't buy the prettiest product, they buy the one that solves the problem. If you just create a simple PDF with a clear transformation, it can outperform a gorgeous ebook with no clarity that is not helping your audience in any way. So focus 70% on marketing, 30% on aesthetics in everything that you're trying to do. So when you're putting out your graphics, your video, make sure that the marketing part, you're killing it more in the marketing part than the design. Yes, the design is great, the design is beautiful, but the marketing is very, very important. Okay? Your pricing is strategy. It's not just vibes and inshallah. It's not just that you feel like pricing 10,000, you feel like pricing 200, you feel like pricing $15. No, your pricing is not about what feels nice. You don't just rise up and pick a pricing. You don't price based on, oh, it feels nice. It's about positioning. So just know that any price that you're putting on a product is going to position you a certain way. When you're on the value, you attract bargain hunters, which could lead to resentment. You start becoming angry, you start becoming upset about that whole this thing. You are just angry that why will somebody be telling me this? So You don't undervalue yourself, you don't undervalue your product, because you're going to get people that are always after bargains. Even if you put it at $1, they will ask you, can I get it for 5 cents or 50 cents? There is no price that you will put that they cannot bargain or price you down lower. Overpricing too without authority creates resistance, because people will be like, who are you to price that much? Like, we don't even know who you are. What are the results that you've given? What's like your authority in this industry? So you see, you need that balance. You can't undervalue, you also can't overprice without authority. Because if you're putting premium, it's not just you put any price that you like and say, now I'm serving premium people. Have you built authority to be able to charge that? Are you getting my point? So the sweet spot is for you to price something that matches the transformation that you're offering and the audience that you're targeting. You know the audience that you're targeting. Remember, we already said your audience is not optional. That should have been one of the first things that you find out and you get clear on. So you should know the audience that you're targeting. That will now help you know that, okay, this price is matching the transformation and is matching the capacity of my audience. So, has anyone here ever underpriced just to get a sale? Have you ever underpriced? Like, you know this thing is way valued than this, but you're underpriced just because at least let me get a sale at all. Nine bad pass. Has anybody ever done this? Now we're going to handle the last lesson that I learned from my experience with selling digital products. For some reason, this life has cut about 3 times now. I don't know what is going on today. It has never happened in my previous lives, and I think I may have lost the recording of the first 2 times that it cut. So anybody that did not join live today, I really don't know, because the replay may just be this last part that I rejoined back. That may be the replay that is available, but I'm going to still do a recap just in case. So our lesson 5 is systems save you from burnout. You see this one? I faced this with my very first successful digital product. It's a course called the Novice to Pro in Sponsored Ads. So when I launched this product, it was wildly successful, and I made a lot of sales, but then I quickly got burned out, back to back, because I was running these classes every week, and in each of these classes I would have to manually teach. Then on top manually teaching, I would have to manually answer everybody. I would have to manually send out messages. I would have to manually follow up on the people that enrolled. Have you started taking your lessons? Everything was manual. So it was causing me burnout, even though I was enjoying result. I was making money. My students were getting the transformation that they were promised. So without automation, it was a lot of stress. Without automation, it became a full-time job. It became a full-time job, and that defeats the purpose of having digital products. Because you can have your services taking up your time, but you should not have your digital products taking up your time. Because with your services, you're paying with time and expertise. Your digital product, you've already spent time creating it, and that time is just one time. So after that time, it's now for you to start launching out the product and then start making money from it. And so you're not supposed to still be facing back-to-back stress again. So use your systems in coming with your emails, coming with instant access, coming with course hosting platforms. So I had to do a lot of work so that when people opt in to the free class, you can even see the option to pay for the paid class immediately. If you don't want to key in at that time, when you get into the community, you would also see the option to key in again. You're getting follow-up emails that are selling you the paid products. So all these things helped in automation. Once you pay for the course, whether I am available, I'm not available, you get instant access. You're enrolled automatically. You're going to get the login to your email and all that. You will just know what you're supposed to be doing. So these delivery systems are what's going to help you. Then you can also have support systems like your FAQs, your community groups, templates to reduce you answering the same questions over and over again. You know those questions that people are always asking frequently. You could be answering all those questions with your FAQs. You could have a community group where you come in once in a while, you bond with them, you check in with them. So you could have templates and examples that you're giving them that they can also follow without your input. Just think of all these systems as ways to help your people get results. The people that are signing up for this digital product, help them get results without taking a whole lot of your time. You could also have your marketing systems like your evergreen funnels, repurposing your content, etc. Every automation can free hours for you weekly. Yes, so just one tiny automation that you add could be saving you hours every week. So remember, we have 5 things now that we've from my notes. The first one is not all products sell easily. The second one is an audience isn't optional. The third is pretty design does not equal sales. The fourth is pricing is strategy, it's not vibes. The fifth one is systems save you from burnout. Okay? Now, let me give you a very simple digital product launch plan that you can go with right now and even start working on it this week to launch your own digital product. First step, validate your idea. You can use a poll, you can use a wait list, you can use a survey. Validate your idea. That idea that you want to launch as a digital product, ask people, how do you see this idea? Is this something that you're interested in? Do you have issues in this area? Validate that idea. The second step is you're going to warm up your audience with content that is around that problem. If you're trying to launch a digital product called Novice to Pro in Sponsored Ads, which is one of our products that we have launched since 2020, right, till now, and is still selling. So if you're trying to warm up your audience with content around a problem, you need to make sure that you are putting out content around it. So in this case, I'm going to be educating on issues around advertising, like payment issues. You're trying to set up an ad to some locations, how do you do it? You're trying to fix your targeting, how do you do it? Which kind of ads are going to make people to drive action? What are some elements that if you put into your ad, it increases your chances of success? I'm going to be educating on all these things. This is me trying to prepare and nurture them with the problem so that when I come, they will be ready to receive what I've done. That's step 2. Step 3 is that I'm going to create a minimum viable product. Now, the minimum viable product is one of the mistakes I told you that I had made with the ebook launch. Because if I had maybe just created just a little, like a page or something, and put it out there and see how people receive it, then that would have helped me know whether, okay, is this something I should embark on, instead of spending a long time creating tons of products. In Novice to Pro, I got it right. Before I went ahead to start creating a full-blown course made with tens of videos. I think it's almost 100. The course is really rich. So made with a lot of videos anyway. The first thing I did was that I first launched a mini class on that same topic. Then when I saw that people wanted more, they wanted more out of it and all that, then I now went ahead to now launch this full-blown Novice to Pro. So create a minimum viable product that's going to help you test. It should be simple, it should be functional, it should be valuable. So that way you know whether you can embark on the one that is not going to take you weeks or months to create. The fourth one is set up your delivery system. It could be as simple as using Google Drive, maybe a platform like Gumroad. It could be maybe using Telegram to save your videos. It could be you putting in email automation, all these things. It could be that. Then the fifth one is that you launch with urgency. You launch with urgency, you throw in your bonus, you throw in your discount, you throw in your limited seats. This is to help people feel more eager to hop on it and take action. All right, now this is our recap. Not all products sell, so make sure you validate. Your audience is a non-negotiable. You must make sure that you have your market people waiting for you to launch the product. It's not when you create a product then you go and start looking for the market. It is better that you have them on ground before you even embark. Marketing is not this thing equal to design. It is greater than design. You can use simple black and white design and sell if your marketing message is passing across the like is hitting the nail on the head, is reaching those people that is supposed to reach. Then price, you need to make sure that you're pricing with strategy. And lastly, systems prevent burnout. So thank you so much for staying with me to the end. And if you're someone that you have been struggling with digital products and you really do need help with digital products, I'm going to put in my the link to my WhatsApp, the link to our WhatsApp. I'm going to put it in the comments of this live video. So you can just send me a DM. You can just let me know that, oh, I'm ready to launch. You can DM me launch, and then we're going to take it up from there. We have a session where we can sit down and plan out your digital product launch so that you're not just moving anyhow. Remember that you're going to sell solutions, not just content. You're here to solve problems. Don't assume that the problem you want to solve is the problem that your audience is interested in you solving. It's not about you, it's about them. Always validate before you build. And of course, if you automate, you can scale. So that brings us to the end of today's live, even though there's been break and quenches in this live, but it is what it is. That's why it's so great to join live, because replays cannot be 100% guaranteed. So what I'm going to ask now before I leave is, what is your biggest fear when it comes to launching a digital product? Please drop it in the comments, and I'm going to make sure that I answer every single one of your questions. Thank you so much, Chidinma, for joining me on this live and for moderating. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for staying till the end of this live. I'm going to see you same time next week, Wednesday. Have an amazing day ahead.